now to the buzz surrounding the documentary The Cave. The Nat Geo film is up for an Oscar this weekend and shows the conflict of the Syrian war from a female doctor's perspective. That doctor's underground hospital saved thousands, and our Ariel Reshef sat down with her shortly after she arrived in the U.S.
She's the doctor at the center of National Geographic's haunting Oscar-nominated documentary. The Cave follows the subterranean struggle of Dr. Amani Balour, the first female physician to run a hospital in war-ravaged Syria. A region so dangerous, according to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, more than 500,000 people have been killed since the beginning of the Syrian civil war. Balour taking viewers on a chilling journey to a makeshift medical center beneath her besieged Damascus suburb of Al-Ghouta, where she and her colleagues secretly treated thousands of men, women, and children tormented by daily bombardment.
A lot of doctors flee. I decided to stay.
So the doctor, straight out of medical school, stayed as her hometown was decimated, targeted by the Syrian regime in a brutal chemical weapons attack. Balour sitting down with ABC News just hours after arriving in the U.S. for the first time.
This is your first interview beyond the documentary here in the United States. What do you want the world to know?
I want them to know that we are civilians and we want to live as other humans, just in dignity and freedom.
The now 32-year-old saying she was reticent to allow cameras to follow her.
It's very dangerous because the Assad regime and his allies were targeting hospitals and people were angry of the cameras. And my community didn't accept that to see a camera follow women. I was hopeless at that time, that no one will care about us, no one will do anything for us to help us. So I wanted this story to stay, to tell the truth about what's happening in Syria and what is still happening now.
Balour ultimately risking her life to bear witness.
This is our testimony on the crimes against the humanity.
Why was it so important to tell your truth through this documentary?
This is important now because everything you saw in the cave is still happening now, and we want to end this war, to stop bombing.
يعني ليش ما في مدير يعني زلمه يكون قد حاله ويحسن يامن الادويه؟
المستشفى اللي فيها مدير عم يقدر يامن ادويه، ما عم تقلي معلقه الدواء لهون ولا برا.
اصلا المراه ما لازم تشتغل نهائيا، المراه لازم تقعد في البيت.
And the situation underground made all the more complex by deeply rooted rejection of a woman in the workplace, a notion Balour fought to change.
How did you deal with some of the misogyny in your environment?
I believe that there is no difference between men and women. We were working together in the hospital. We witnessed everything together. So there's no difference. This is more pressure on me. I was the manager of the hospital. I wanted to prove to them that women can do that because I was the first one. And if I failed in this position, that would affect all the women. They will talk about all the women that they can't. This is an example.
For 6 painstaking years, the aspiring pediatrician withstood societal pressure, sleep deprivation, trauma, and heartbreak, caring for her patients with compassion.
ما مقررة لسه؟ مو لازم تعرفي شو لازم تصيري؟ طيب نحن ليش عايشين؟ مشان شو؟ ما بتعرفي ليش عايشين؟ عايشين مشان نصير شغلة مهمة. بصير نكون هيك عاديين؟ لكن لازم نصير شغلة مهمة.
One of the things in watching The Cave that struck me is your composure and humanity despite what was happening around you. How did you maintain that throughout?
I tried to save people, to help them. That's why I wanted to stay, because I wanted to help. And I tried to focus on my work, but of course it wasn't easy.
Balour forced to abandon her covert practice and flee in 2018. Now living in Turkey, granted a visa to enter the United States just in time for the Oscars.
What do you think it will be like to hear The Cave called out over the speaker at the Oscars?
It's really a pride and honor to hear that, to all the people know what happened in The Cave. This story, it's my reality, it's not a movie.
Her mission stretching far beyond the concealed, cavernous hospital she helped sustain. Dr. Balour hoping to shine a light on the hundreds of thousands killed and millions displaced in her country during the nearly 9-year civil war.
I try to support myself to be their voice now because they are voiceless. They need someone to talk about them, to talk about the suffering.
So many have referred to you as a hero. Do you believe you're a hero?
I'm a human. I believe in humanity, and that's why I did what I did, because I believe in humanity.
Ariel Reshef, ABC News.
Our thanks to Ariel for sharing that story.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.